Was good, was good, was good. Sorry, but not sorry. Boxing Talk Wednesdays, man. We back and we full in effect, man. Was popping. Was popping, everybody, man. It's lit. We here with it, man. Sorry for the tardiness, you know what I'm saying? It's the wifey birthday today, you know what I'm saying? So we are celebrating her birthday and everything. So we here with it though today, man. I got a crazy great show today lined up for everyone today, man. Um, got a lot of topics to cover. A lot of topics to cover, man. A lot of good updates for us in boxing as well, man. We gonna definitely, go over a lot of these topics that we got, covering for the night. Fight week this week. Deontay Wilder versus Terrell Herndon this week. Kristen and Billy versus Magic Saluki. And you got Jake Paul versus Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. This weekend. That card, along with Kid Austin versus Tevin Farmer, man, and that's a fight that I definitely gonna talk about tonight, and we can talk about tonight. You know what I'm saying? First of all, man, welcome. And make sure for sure, yeah, y'all hit that like button, man. Hit the like button. Define irony, my God, man. What's good with you, brother? What's good, man? Tyrone the one. What's good with you, man? What's good? Yeah, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button, man, for sure. Hit the like button. Support the boy, man. We working, man. Support the grind, man, for sure. And if you want to support the channel by donation, you can cash at $CamJNetwork. If y'all want to donate to the channel and help out the channel, you know what I'm saying? It always go back to the channel and progressing the channel day by day. You feel me? So you already know the vibes, man. It's lit. And we could get to the first topic for real, man. I ain't even gotta wait no more. Let's get it. So, all right, if y'all been watching the videos, you know what I'm saying? I dropped a video last night about Devin Haney versus Brian Norman Jr. trying to be made basically from Bill Haney, but Bill Haney got caught lying that he sent the offer. Brian Norman Jr. and his team, they all said that Devin Haney and Bill Haney didn't send them an offer last night. Brian Norman Sr. and Bill Haney was live on the Boxing Voice last night, and that's how that whole conversation about. So if y'all seen that video, y'all can go back and watch that video, but not right now, obviously, because we lit right now, we live. But I'm just saying in general, last night Bill Haney was capping about sending an offer to the Normans, and they caught him in the lie on the Boxing Voice. You know what I mean? And today they was back on the Boxing Voice today, and of course, you see the reports. Obviously, the reports about Turkey Alalshikh obviously negotiating the fight for Devin Haney versus Brian Norman Jr. right now, and they verbally agreed to fighting possibly in the fall later this year. I'm here in November. That's the month that I'm here. Of course, Turkey got this infamous interview that he just had on the Ring Magazine YouTube channel where he announced that he has a November card, which is we're gonna get into that later in the show for sure. And let's go ahead and check out this video right here from the Normans. That I was gonna do a video on it, but I ain't had time. But I posted it earlier. But I want to go ahead and show it to you.
Indeed, whatever go down, I sure appreciate whatever go down, how it go down, or whatever. I
Oh,
don't
you
know what's happening. I'm
so
lost.
so
I
oh,
don't.
so you appreciate so you appreciate me now?
Not
No
appreciate you
no no
that.
no no
If
no.
listen, I'm about to tell you. I'm gonna tell you what I appreciate. I'm gonna tell you what I appreciate. Listen, you didn't make no offers. That's first of all. But if you accepted a offer that was made to you, I appreciate that.
Okay,
You didn't make
I'll
no
tell you
offers
this
though.
then.
But I'm gonna tell you
Okay,
that.
well I'll
Oh,
tell you
ho,
this.
ho, ho,
If
hold on. How
wait
you
wait
gonna
wait shit.
say he ain't make no offer? They not about to send an
I'm gonna tell you.
offer to fight
I'm
you
telling
without getting
listen
the clearance from the Haneys.
listen
Turkey
Okay.
ain't
listen.
gonna
I'm
send an
telling you.
offer to
I'm
you.
Okay
not gonna be on here and talk all that. You got it,
okay
Ness. You
okay
got it.
all right
Whatever you
Oh,
okay
want to say, whatever you
okay.
say.
oh
Well let me tell
man.
you. Well,
Turkey offer.
let me tell you. Listen. Well, let me tell you. If Turkey has a problem with it, I got it in ones. That means $1 bills for him because I ain't spent my third grade lunch money. So you know what I mean. Hey man, if whatever we got to do. I mean, I'm backed up by the Golden Gate.
I got you, dog. I got you.
All right,
I
King.
got
All right, man. God bless you, man. I look forward to it, man. Can you tell the people in the box of what something because they gonna keep harassing me like I didn't tell them nothing. Can you tell them something so they don't got to ask me no questions?
what's up.
No, I'm saying tell them. Don't tell me. Ask. Now I know I got your number. Tell them. They listening.
Yeah, we
What you want me
listen.
to tell?
We
What you want me?
want you. We want you to give us some sort
Oh,
of calm down,
I ain't
people.
got. I
What
don't
y'all
have anything.
want?
I'm
What
not even
y'all
supposed to
want?
be. I'm not supposed to be on here today, and I came on because my name was called, and I'm like,
okay.
Candyman, you gotta say my name. Look, you said
No,
my name one time and I appear. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like the Candyman 3.0. You feel me? You ain't gotta
mm-mm.
say my name
Okay,
three,
but
four,
you
five
you
times.
you you can't
no,
say much, but you can say you
no. Hold
feeling
on, Ness.
good. You
Hold
can
on,
say
Ness.
you feeling
Hold
good
on,
about the
Ness.
situation, right?
I
No,
feel
no.
wonderful
Hey,
about
Ness.
the
All
situation.
right, all
I don't
right.
know.
He
I
feel
don't know what
wonderful.
movie. I don't know what Candyman movie he been watching, but the Candyman don't care nothing about the candy. He don't care nothing about the people. He don't care nothing about none of that shit. This nigga is the Candyman with a muzzle on his mouth. Have a nigga ever
Hey,
seen
Bill, he
Candyman with
not
a
trying to
muzzle?
mess up the
Yeah,
fight. He
yeah,
not
he
trying to
not
mess
trying to
up the
mess it
fight.
up.
Let that man do what he got to do so we don't mess up the fight. I get it. I get it. He
I'm
can't,
just,
you
Ness,
yeah,
know.
Ness, Ness,
I'm
Ness,
just parlaying, man. I'm just parlaying. Just know that if you
Ness.
call for the
Just know,
smoke,
listen.
and listen. Just know if the smoke is called for this way, the smoke is on the way.
Well,
Simple as
Brian,
that. You,
Brian, I asked
Yeah, man. There you have it right there, man. For sure, man. You hey, salute to my family right there. Ringwald Boxing Podcast, man. My cousin Bean, man, over there, man. You already heard them right there. Make sure y'all hit the thumbs up, share, and hit the bell notifications, man. Facts plus tax. Yeah, and as you seen with the video right there, man, Brian Norman Jr. made notice to let him know that y'all ain't send the offer again, and that the whole conversation came about as far as the fight with somebody else, which is as I spoke about is Turkey Alalshikh. Turkey Alalshikh is the one that's negotiating this fight between Devin Haney versus Brian Norman Jr., which is I believe is a hell of a fight, and I gotta keep it 100. I gotta keep it 100. I gotta give it to the Haneys for them taking this fight. I gotta give it to them. They taking this fight with Brian Norman Jr. Yeah, this is a tough matchup for them. You know what I mean? And it's the right matchup. It's the matchup that he needs right here. You know what I'm saying? Devin Haney, he's supposed to be the guy going for legacy and everything. This could possibly be a legacy matchup, man, for sure. And salute to my sister, Jag Queen Boxing. Everybody, make sure y'all subscribe to Jag Queen Boxing, and y'all make sure y'all subscribe to Ringwald Boxing Podcast as well, man. Subscribe to both of them. They family, man. You know what I'm saying? Jack Queen Boxing doing some amazing work on the content over there for sure. You heard? Yeah. But yeah, man. So the offer was not set by the Haneys, like I said before. And Brian Norman made notice to let let it be known that y'all ain't send the offer. The whole situation is being made from another person, which is like I said, is from Turkey Alalshikh. He's the one that's trying to put this together for Brian Norman Jr. versus Devin Haney, and the WBO president Gustavo. He said earlier that he would allow Devin Haney to get into the WBO rankings. So the WBO is granting the fight as well. You know what I mean? They got the green light from the WBO to make this fight happen. So this is a fight that's possibly going to end up happening, later this year. Possibly, I'm thinking November. That's what I'm hearing, November, from what they saying. And you remember, like I said before, Turkey LC has a card that he's planning for November, and maybe this fight may possibly land on that card. Maybe you never know. Maybe main event, depending on how the card shape out. You never know, but. I definitely do rock with this fight heavy for sure. I definitely rock with this fight heavy. And this is the fight that I said. I'm like, hey, I've been saying this the last few days. Y'all been following me. I'm like, man, Devin Haney, hey, get the smoke with Brian Norman Jr., man. He the best guy at 147. Stop doing that catch weight bullshit and go campaign at 147 and go after the title over there with Brian Norman Jr. You know what I mean? And that's what he need to be doing, man. Go for the title versus Brian Norman Jr., man. You know what I mean? And that's what we getting right now. Brian Norman Jr. possibly fighting Devin Haney in the fall, and I'm definitely looking forward to that fight. And everybody that's coming in, man, make sure y'all hit the like button, man. Hit the like button and support the cook up, man. Support the cook up, man, for sure, man. We working over here, you heard? You know what I'm saying? So, what y'all think about Devin Haney versus Brian Norman Jr.? Let me know in the comments, man. What y'all think about this fight? I think this fight is an amazing fight. It's a lot on the line too, for sure, for Devin Haney too. Because look at his last two performances. His last two performances ain't look good, especially the last one. You know what I mean? Turkey Alalshikh got the whole Tom and Jerry call out on this motherfucker, and it was pertaining to Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? And right now, the main thing in boxing that a lot of people got to understand that it's about your performances. This is about your performances right now. You got to have sharp performances even if you win or lose or draw. And that's what it's supposed to be about right now, man. You know what I mean? And I think with Devin Haney right here, I think it's I think it's time for him, you know what I mean, to turn it up. You gotta get your mental right, man, for a fight with Brian Norman Jr. because he young and he powerful, athletic, strong, and he's already filled out at 147. Already filled out. He's been fighting at 147. You know what I'm saying? This would be Devin Haney's first actual fight at 147. You know what I mean? There's a lot of crazy factors into this fight in particular, for sure. And I love this fight. I love this fight. And I salute Devin Haney for taking on this fight because this is definitely one of them fights. This is one of them fights, man, that we going to look back like, okay, this is going to be one of them ones we look back in history like, damn. Motherfucker, it's good. It's a lot of crazy shit that can happen in this fight. And just think about the build up for the fight. You got two of the craziest boxing dads in sports talking shit back and forth. They already talking shit back and forth right now, you know what I'm saying, making the fight happen, you know what I'm saying? And salute to my brother, round one, man. I see you in the building, bro. You know what I'm saying? He said Devin gonna have a hard ass time with Norman Jr. Hey, facts plus tax. I believe so too, my brother. I definitely believe so for sure, man. Like I don't know about Devin, man. Just going there, you know what I'm saying, putting belt to ass to Brian Norman Jr. right out the gate, just coming up at 147 the first time. And Brian Norman Jr., that boy looking powerful over there, man. He got that down south strength. Y'all know them strong ass down south dudes, you know what I'm saying, that be there's athletes down there. Like Brian Norman is that. Like he is really that. You know what I mean? Like for sure. Like, you know what I mean? Well, my boy Define Iron, he said, personally, I love this fight, and for sure, respect to the Haneys for stepping up. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely, man. Like, salute to the Haneys for stepping up for this fight for sure. I definitely give them that credit for this fight for sure. You know what I'm saying? And they win this motherfucker, they get all the credit in the world for sure. If they win this motherfucker, too. Like, they win the fight, they get all the credit in the world for sure, man. This fight is definitely going to be one of the ones. You know what I mean? Ring Walk Boxing Podcast. He said Norman Jr. versus Haney. Definitely a good fight for sure. Solid ass fight, bro. Like this the fight I've been pushing the last couple of days because you know what I'm saying. Obviously the Haneys they done drifted away from the Ryan Garcia smoke. You know what I mean? But if y'all ain't fighting Ryan, this the fight that I want you to have right here. Fighting a guy like Brian Norman Jr. and you get the fight for a title right out the gate at 147. You know what I mean? It don't get no better than that. It don't get no better than that for the Haneys. You know what I mean? Like, and Brian Norman Jr., he get to possibly have Devin Haney on his resume if he go ahead and, pack him up. And you know what I'm saying? Brian Norman Jr. pack Devin Haney up, man. That's gonna be a crazy win on this resume for him. His biggest name for sure on his whole resume. And me personally, man, I literally think he got a whole chance to pack Devin Haney up for sure, bro. That's just my personal opinion, man. Like, I personally believe he gonna pack him up for sure. Then Paul Bunyan, salute to you, bro. You said if Haney wins, he's back. If Norman wins, his stock goes into the stratosphere. Facts. Facts. Absolutely, bro. I agree with you cold-heartedly right there, man. Like, Haney winning this fight, oh, he's back like cut crack. Bill Haney gonna be popping shit, Devin gonna be popping shit and everything. It's just about what's the path to victory for Devin Haney in this fight. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the thing. You got a guy like Brian Norman Jr. with a crazy jab. You know what I mean? And he know how to set up crazy combinations along with the jab. And he know how to cut off that ring. And he's athletic. He's gonna be the biggest fighter damn near Devin Haney has faced in his career for sure. Like for a size wise, I mean the reach is definitely there as well. Like the reach is definitely crazy. So salute to my dog Adam. He said, "I will be stunned if Haney beats Norman." Hey man, I ain't gonna lie, I'm along with you on that as well, brother. I ain't gonna lie to you. He said Norman's a very underwear fighter. Oh, I don't know about that one. Okay. It did. And he said, I want Victor arrested again if that happens. Facts. Facts. Victor Conte, a whole lot of people be believing some shit going on with as far as Victor Conte on that shit. Oh, you said Adam, you meant to say underrated. Okay, that's what you meant to say. Okay, I thought you were saying that, bro. You said define iron. You said Cam, I see this as a 50-50 fight personally, even though Dev is making the division debut. But yeah, you think it's a 50-50? Hey, it's definitely a style clash. You know what I mean? Like with Devin being a pure boxer and Brian Norman being a boxer puncher. No, Brian Norman is definitely a big boxer puncher, man. And we gonna see what happens with that, man. Like stylistic, the fight is perfect because you wouldn't want to see Devin Haney in there fighting Africa. You know what I'm saying? Richardson here. It's just like that fight personally, I don't want to see that from Devin Haney. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to see a boxer and a boxer fight each other. Like, as far as them two in particular, I wouldn't want to see that. Now, this fight right here, this style wise, especially with Brian Norman, he got a great left hook, man. And if you notice in the clip, as far as what Bill Haney been talking about, Bill Haney been saying like he been like praising Brian Norman Jr. for his left hook and mentioning that he's dangerous and everything. You feel me? Like they know the Haney's know that Brian Norman Jr. is definitely dangerous as hell over there. They know it's dangerous over there. You know what I mean? But you gotta salute him for taking this fight because it is a dangerous fight for Devin Haney. It's a big dangerous fight for Devin Haney right now. You know what I mean? But you gotta salute him for taking it for sure. He said, yeah, the typos is wicked, definitely, man, for sure. My man Adam said Norman got very fast hands and has pop in almost every punch. He beat the tar out of Sasaki before he knocked him out fast. He was man. Did you hear the power behind them punches he was hitting Sasaki with, man? Like you can hear the impact damn near on like damn near every punch he was punching Sasaki with, man. Like it was nasty work, bro. Like Brian Norman, that boy got that real down south strong strength down there, man. And it's real. I'm real curious to see how Devin Haney gonna hold up in his first fight at 147 fighting a guy like Brian Norman that's powerful. He's very powerful, man. Like for sure. Like, you know what I'm saying? I love this fight. I love this fight, man. I really do. I really do. Man, so we can get on to the next topic, man. And all right, so I don't know if y'all seen it earlier today. It was a fight on earlier this morning. Leon Paro, he fought Jonathan Navarro out there in Australia earlier, and he ended up stopping him in five. You know what I mean? It was nasty. You know what I'm saying? Good shit from Leon Paro. He moves on to 26-1, and what's next for him? He's campaigning at 140. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what next, what type of fight he's with. I know what type of fight Leon Pyro can have next. You know what I mean? At 140 right now, but it is interesting because that 140 division is kind of drying up, but it is a couple players coming in and shit like Keyshawn Davis and Frank Morton. They both coming in play, but Leon Pyro, he's kind of on that side with Eddie Hearn. So I don't know what type of fight they were trying to make for him at 140 right now. You know what I'm saying? Very interested in that. But salute to Leon Pyro stopping Jonathan Navarro in five earlier this morning, man. It was nasty, man. And let's talk about it, man. This fight week, man. Hold on, let me talk. Okay, Divine Harmony. You said I wouldn't mind seeing Leon Paro versus George Kambosos. I hear they got beef over in the land down under, but that's just me. Hey, that's the one right there for Paro. They both Australian guys for sure, man, and they can get some big money fighting out there in Australia, man. So that absolutely makes 100% sense right there for sure, bro. Like I'm all the way with that fight. I love the fight right there. You know what I'm saying? And it gives Campos another little payday for sure. You know what I mean, especially if they got some little beef, the build up would be easy for that. If they got some beef already, you know what I'm saying, going down out there in Australia amongst each other. So shit, they can build that up and go ahead and get to that bag for sure. So let's talk about Jack Queen. She said, yeah, the UK always had a strong fan base. Absolutely, sis, for sure, for sure. So let's talk about the fight week, man. A lot of fights this week. Other than that, you know, so that was the first fight for this week. Of course, Friday night you got Deontay Wilder versus Tyrell Herndon on Black Prime, and I heard it's going to be on pay-per-view.com as well Friday night. And then you got Kristen M. Billy fighting Majic Selecki Friday night on ESPN Plus as well. Then of course you got the Jake Paul versus Julio, Caesar, Chavez Jr., you know what I mean? Saturday night on the zone, you know what I'm saying, the pay-per-view, you know what I mean? So yeah, the Deontay Wilder fight is in Kansas City. And the Kristen and Billy and Selecki fight, that fight is out there in Canada. And then, of course, the Jake Paul and Chavez Jr. fight is out there in California. So you got these three cards, this weekend, two Friday night, one Saturday night. I mean, how y'all feeling about Deontay Wilder on the comeback, man? Deontay Wilder said, he had to let go of a lot of people that was leeches pretty much around them. And, he got, a psychiatrist, what I'm saying, where he's getting, getting his mental together and everything, that he feels that he's at much peace right now. If you watch, the recent interviews from Deontay Wilder building up for this week for his fight and everything, and he says he's at a great mental space. And another thing to announce with Deontay Wilder got rid of his trainer Malik. Right, finally, about damn time he got rid of that man. You know what I'm saying? Because I thought the guy Malik, man, Freaky Malik, man, he wasn't the guy. He wasn't the guy for him, man. He wasn't the guy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he should have been got rid of him around after Fury 3. You know what I'm saying? Wilder Fury 3, he should have been got rid of him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand why he ain't get rid of him earlier than that. But Wilder has a new trainer, so definitely interested to see how Wilder does his thing, in this fight Friday night, man, for sure, man. You know what I'm saying? And Jad Queen Bossy said, yeah, pretty much of a similar story to the Charlos. Absolutely, sis. Absolutely, for sure. For sure. Said the Zerto fight is going under the radar. It's a great fight. His opponent has 25 KOs and 29 knockout. Yeah, 29 fights. Oh yeah, for sure. Yo, we gonna get to that card for sure. I'm gonna talk about that. Then let me see this right quick. Cause it's like Ring Wild Boxing podcast. Wilder claims he's injury free, so not sure whose head his head trainer will be, but good luck to them. Yeah. Um. Yeah, man. Like I mean, shit. I don't know who the trainer is as well. You know what I'm saying? I did see Wilder in the workout yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Kind of normal. I ain't gonna say anything for us like Wilder looks sharp and all of that and gas that shit up because it wasn't that all of that. He was cool. It was just a media workout. Like so, I ain't want to take too much attention. But he still had a little popping on punches, you know what I'm saying, when he hitting them pads, you know what I mean, for sure. I will say that for sure. So, like, this guy Herndon, man, he should beat this guy, man. Like, Wilder should beat this guy, man. And, if he can't beat this guy, it's over. It's over. Like, it's absolutely over for Wilder if he can't beat this guy, Tyrell Herndon. Like, this dude, Tyrell Herndon, is literally, like, a front runner, bro. He's not good. He's not good. He done got stopped 4 times. You know what I mean? Like, Wilder should be able to stop this guy. You know what I'm saying? And if Wilder can't beat this guy, man, he got to hang him up, man. I gotta be real. Like, I got to be real with it. And I'm a big Deontay Wilder fan. But if you can't beat this guy, man, it's slow for you. It's absolutely slow. Like, for sure. So, he said, my boy Adam said, I want to see a Wilder knockout badly. Everyone talking shit about him, but I've always been a fan. Facts, man. Definitely. He need a knockout. He need a good performance, man, so where he can go pitch for a bigger bag for a better fight. And I said this on the show Sunday night. I like, man, they need to go ahead. AJ ain't got nothing going on right now. Fuck a tune up for AJ. Go straight into the Wilder and AJ fight immediately. You know what I mean? Fury ain't doing shit. He talking like he retired. Man, it makes sense. You know what I mean? Fuck a tune up for AJ. Man, you done already done filed and all of that. Get ready for this fight, man. Go for the big money fight. Go for the fight that we've been finally wanting from Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua. It's better late than never to me, in my opinion. That's how I look at it. I mean, better late than never. You know what I mean? Like, I'd rather see that fight now than rather never see that fight at all. And, they may have a possible chance to make it happen. But me being hopeful, like I've been saying, too, pertaining to that fight, I don't believe that fight gonna ever happen still for some reason. Like, I don't believe it's gonna happen. I mean, said round one. He said we got one championship on Friday. Wilder on Friday. Also in Billy. I can't wait to see Zerdo on Saturday. On Saturday. Also a UFC pay per view, man. A lot of fight content this weekend. Absolutely, man. It's lit this weekend, man. I love it, bro. It makes up for a lot of content we can go over and recap and push out and all of that shit, bro. Like, it's gonna be lit. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm gonna end up doing a recap show probably Sunday. I'll probably do my recap show for the fight Sunday. So, you know, my boy, my boy Define Irony says something tells me that Tevin and Ken Austin will steal the show for real. That's the fight right there. As far as the J Paul card, that's the fight that I'm more intrigued of the most on that card. I do like, the Avion Griffin fight too as well. I definitely want to see him. He's another Bomac fighter that I'm definitely interested in watching as well on that card. And of course, you got Holly Holm fight on the card as well, man. So it's definitely like that J Paul card, not a bad card, man, for sure. The watch for sure. It's definitely gonna be a slick little card, man. Go to my boy and J Paul put together. But this fight in particular, Tevin Foreman versus Kid Austin, this is the one I'm very intrigued. I watched Kid Austin earlier on his interview with Mill City or earlier, and he was saying that that he's not looking to stop Tevin Farmer, but he believes he can stop Tevin Farmer. And he believes he's gonna be able to use his youth and athleticism, and he has the power to stop Tevin Farmer. And he thinks Tevin Farmer is not on his level. So interesting to hear him say that for real, man. And a lot of people, we've been having a whole conversation in particular about this fight in particular, man. A lot of people think Tevin Farmer's. A lot of people starting to believe Tevin Farmer's gonna beat Kid Austin, and I'm one of them people. Like I believe this fight, in reality, is definitely a 50-50 fight for sure. It's definitely a 50-50 fight in my opinion. But I asked Tevin with the experience. You know what I mean? Like, but I can see the youth and athleticism, settle in with Kid Austin. But this is his biggest fight. Like we ain't see Kid Austin really battle tested. Yeah, the last fight he had, the actual fight that he had, he got knocked out of that fight by a dude that wasn't that fucking good, man. So that's something to think about in a sense. But at the same time, you don't want to take 100% consideration because this is a different fight. You know what I mean? And Kid Austin is still young. No, hasn't been in this fight with a guy like Tevin Farmer. Tevin Farmer is a scrapper, man. He's scrappy, bro. Like he physical, he try to get you out of your groove and all of that. You know what I mean? Setting crazy different angles, and he has good defense as well. You know what I mean? So and it was funny that the man dang on. I gotta say this. So the man, what's it call it? Uh, Kid Austin and Floyd Schofield Sr. They was on Mill City talking about the man Tevin Farmer's eye, dog. Talking about how he cockeyed it, man. That shit was funny as hell. Talking about he ain't gonna be able to see the punches and shit because he cockeyed it and shit, man. That shit was nasty work, bro. That shit was crazy, man. Like, I couldn't even believe it like that. I'm like, damn. Motherfucker said they daggone said that boy Tevin Farmer ain't gonna be able to see the punches because he cockeyed it. That's crazy. But they better not underestimate that boy, man, for real. They better not underestimate that boy. You know what I mean? My boy round one said Wilder versus Francis Ngannou. Huh? I like that. I mean for Wilder. I like that. Well, they almost had that fight happening, you know what I'm saying? Well, like about a little bit over a year ago too. Like a little bit after Fury fought him. That fight almost happened. Jan Queen boxing, my sister, she said, yeah, boxing heating up for sure. That's a Finac, you heard? Round one said, I think Tevin gonna drop that boy. Hey, man, a lot of people putting money on Tevin now, man. I ain't really, hey, I'm not mad at it. I believe I gotta believe that Tevin gonna beat him, man. I don't know about stopping him and all of that, but I definitely gotta believe that Devin. I mean, I gotta believe that Tevin is gonna beat that boy Kid Austin, man. Just with that experience, man, it's gonna be a real scrappy, rugged ass fight. Like, and I'm expecting it to be one of the ones. I mean, I think they're gonna go all out and brawl out. Kid Austin gonna really have to leave all of that shit out in the ring in this fight with this guy, Tevin Farmer, because Tevin Farmer, he gonna be coming all night. He ain't gonna be playing around with you. He gonna force the fight all night, like, and because he believe he gonna be able to bully Kid Austin, because he believe he a young boy. He look at him as a young boy. Y'all seen Tevin Farmer in his interview that he had with YSF on YSL Media, and he had like a little briefly interview that I seen the other day, so I can't remember where it was from. But he was saying like, man, that boy a little boy, man. Like he like, man, we gonna show that little boy, man. Like he look at him like he damn near like a nephew, man. That's how he looking at him, man. Hey, salute to my brother Cash Crypto, my dog, man. Salute to you, dog, for sure, bro. You already know the vibes. You in the building. You know what I'm saying? Adam said at least he's not underestimating Farmer. That's a good start. Yeah, definitely can't underestimate Farmer, man, in this fight. Definitely can't. You know what I mean? William Old School, my dog, will salute to you. Hey, everybody, make sure y'all go subscribe to Angry White Man Boxing Podcast, man. My brothers over there, William Old School and D1, man, they cooking over the content crazy over there on the boxing side. You feel me? Salute to you, William Old School, brother. Yeah, man. Yeah. So what y'all think? So we can go ahead and go to this next shit. So Regis Prograde is set to come back on the Oscar Duarte versus Kenneth Sims Jr. August 2nd card that's in Chicago. You got Regis Prograde. He was supposed to fight. Who was it? The last fight? I think he was supposed to fight. I forgot. Was it? He was going to fight Oscar Duarte actually. Regis Prograde was going to fight Oscar Duarte in his last fight, but he had an injury and he had to back out of the fight. So now he's coming back on Oscar Duarte's card versus Kenneth Sims Jr. Up in Chicago, man. That's gonna be a good. It's a good card, man. I didn't get to read all of the card, but as far as some of the undercards that I seen, like the fights is on that card, it's a solid card, man. Anybody out there in the Midwest, man, definitely go check out that card August 2nd. That's the date for that card out there for sure, man. And salute to my brother, Dr. Mark, Flawless Mentality, Elevation. Man, salute to you, my brother, man, for sure, man, for sure. Blessings, brother, blessings, man. Yeah, man. And you got so Reese's program, he back in action, coming back. Interested to see how he do. They ain't named his op yet. He's still campaigning at 140. I don't know why. You know what I'm saying? He should be up at 147, but he still want to kill himself to make that weight at 140 for some reason. I'll leave that on him. But no, we'll see what happens with Reese's program coming back. And some other news, man. Now what anyway, of course he's fighting MJ September 14th. But Turkey Alalshikh, he had an interview with Ring Magazine that I mentioned earlier, where he basically announced that anyway is going to fight Alan Picasso for December 27th. He's planning a Japan versus Mexico card, along with having Junto Nakatani fight now with anyways last op Ramon Cardenas earlier. So you got a card basically from Turkey. He's trying to put together Japan versus Mexico, and no, he's anyway in versus Alan Picasso is going to headline this card December 27th, and he's going to have Nakatani fight anyways former op that he just had card in this, which is I think that shit is dope. I ain't gonna lie, I like that shit. They didn't announce where like the event will be held yet, but that's something that Turkey out of sheet thought about and pushed out already and everything. So we'll definitely stay looking forward to it. But the crazy part now, anyway, he already got a fight set up. Fighting is mandatory. Finally fighting MJ on September 14th. So we're gonna see what's happening. I think that fight is gonna be in Japan, I believe. So I think he's gonna be back in Japan for that fight September 14th. But now, anyway, man, I like to see it, man. One of the best in the game, pound for pound best. Um, staying active, man. Coming off a crazy fight with Ramon Cardenas in his last fight. Definitely one of my favorite fights of this year for sure. Especially one of my favorite fights just in particular from Nawa anyway, man. And I'm definitely interested to see what happens next for my man Nawa anyway, man. I'm definitely liking how he moving out here. He's definitely moving properly. But I definitely want to see him move up eventually. You know what I mean? But he doing this thing where yeah, I heard he's gonna probably take a couple more fights and then possibly move up. Similar to what I mentioned about the other day, as far as Ben Rodriguez being at 115, possibly taking a couple more fights and then he gonna move up eventually to 118, man. So definitely, man. We're gonna stay tapped in for us that one for sure. And Turkey Sheik, man. Let's talk about it while we was talking about Turkey Sheik, man. Turkey Sheik still thirsty for Tank Davis, dog. Still thirsty for Tank Davis, man. Like Turkey Sheik, of course, Tank Davis was tweeting back and forth with this guy, and he said that they asked him about Tank working with Turkey, and he said if Al want to work with Turkey, that's cool. Like what I'm saying, it's all upon Al. My loyalty lies with Al Heyman, and you know Turkey, of course, in that same Ring magazine interview, he was talking about Tank having he said he respects Tank for being loyal to Al Heyman and said that he works with Al Heyman. Well, technically work with Al Heyman. Heyman just send fighters to you from time to time. That's all that is for real person. But you ain't personally working with them hand in hand though. So you working with the other guys like the Matchroom boxing guys, the Queensbury guys, the Golden Boy guys. You feel me? Like you know what I'm saying? That's what you working with. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Like I mean that's what you working. You ain't working with daggone um Al Hader and PBC directly for as funding their events like you've been doing these other guys. But that's a whole nother story though. But Turkey Sheik says that he definitely want to he said he wants to work with what's the name it with Tank Davis. Is this it right here? Let me show you.
Around people will understand Shakur special.
And Shakur, you said you want to get a big fight for him. We saw Gervonta Davis a couple of days ago say on Twitter that now he wants to maybe work with you.
I don't have a problem with him or any fighters.
Yeah.
If he respects what we are doing to the boxing, I don't have any problem. And if he want the green light from Heyman, we work with Heyman now.
Correct.
In each card, we have 1 or 2 fights with Heyman. It depends about him. If he want to enjoy the fast train for the glory, he know where he can search.
Yeah.
And of course, I like and I respect the loyalty for his partner Heyman. Of course, this is something make him, in my eyes, big, and I respect it because the loyalty is important in the life. And he's good fighter. He's good fighter, but he need to understand that what we are doing is important for boxing. We work with who respect us, and we have a tough fight. We don't have normal fight.
Yeah, man. So, and so there you have it right there, Turkey, man. This is talking about she frying these niggas tomorrow. I believe that for sure. Hey, make sure tomorrow, sis live every Thursday at 5:30 p.m. Eastern time, man. Make sure y'all tap in with Jack Queen Boxing every Thursday, 5:30 p.m. Eastern time for sure. Gotta plug my sisters for sure. You already know the vibes. You feel me? And he said, fast train to glory projected too much. You know what I'm saying? And this is my thing. How does man Turkey gonna tell this man, oh, he need to that Tank has to respect what they doing. Like, he ain't gotta respect what y'all doing over there, bro. Like what y'all doing over there, you overpaying a whole bunch of super B-side ass fighters that ain't performing, and you up here thirsty as hell for Tank Davis because he's the one that's entertaining and he's the one that's bringing revenue to the fucking business of boxing. And the other fighters that you paying, they ain't bringing no fucking revenue, and you overpaying the motherfuckers, and they underperforming for what you paying them for. You know what I mean? And you try to, yeah, sis. And I was getting to that. I'm glad you said that. He trying to say, oh, this is. He trying to say that Tank taking easy fights, bro. Talking about it ain't gonna be easy, bro. It don't fucking matter who the fuck you gonna fight over there. For one, it ain't happening. For one, let me be real. Al Heyman is not about to allow Tank Davis to fight with Turkey Alalshikh because Tank Davis is the prized possession over there at PBC. He's the main star at PBC. He's the main one bringing in the revenue at PBC. So it makes no absolute sense for Al Heyman to have Tank Davis work with Turkey Alalshikh unless it's just an incredible bag that is undeniable for them where they like, oh, this and the fight is good and everything is set up pretty well. But like I said, that's not happening. Tank Davis will not be fighting with Turkey Alalshikh. You know what I mean, with all of the conversation about this shit. I seen people over here talk about, oh, so Tank, he wanted to go over there and bend the knee and work with Turkey. No, he ain't bending the knee. The boy Turkey is bending the knee for Tank right now. He the one thirsty for Tank. He need Tank. Tank don't need Turkey. The money don't move Tank. Tank is a real one. The money don't move Tank. He moves by loyalty. He's loyal to Al Heyman. And Al Heyman green light and decide like it's best interest for Tank Davis to work with Turkey Alalshikh, then Tank will go with that. But other than that, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. It's wishful thinking for Turkey. It's wishful thinking for you other fucking fans out there, especially the Shakur fans. Y'all the main motherfuckers that want the Tank to be working with Turkey for sure because that's the fight that Turkey wants to set up. But the thing is, Shakur, you want the fight, you know what to do. I just said it on my video this morning. You know what to do if you want to fight, Shakur. You about to be a free agent after Zepeda, so you know what to do. Come over to PBC and come get the fight, man. Stop playing around, bro. Make your actions match your words, Shakur Stevenson. Make your actions match your words. Your actions don't never match your words. That's the problem that we're having right here with Shakur Stevenson. And speaking of Shakur Stevenson, of course, y'all seen my video earlier where I was talking about Shakur Stevenson saying that he's not chasing Tank Davis. But it's okay for Shakur Stevenson to chase Williams Zepeda. It's okay for Shakur Stevenson to chase Amelia Navarrete. It's okay for Shakur Stevenson to chase Oscar Valdez. It's okay for Shakur Stevenson to chase Jamal Herring. But he can't chase Tank Davis. Make this make sense. This your biggest fight of your motherfucking life, and you don't want to chase Tank Davis. Make this make sense. Like, what are we talking about? You ain't even trying to make the fight. The fight was damn near could have been made to you last year, but you did not want the fight, Shakur. Remember, you on record saying that your hands is, you know what I'm saying, you ain't gonna fight Shakur. You ain't gonna fight Tank Davis until your hands is 100% healed. Are your hands 100% healed to fight Williams Zepeda? That's the question we need to know. You gotta fight him first. Shit, the hell? Like, what are we talking about here? Like, come on, are you shitting me? Like, you gotta fight Williams. Is your hands 100% healed for Zepeda? July 12th, a couple weeks from now? You know what I mean? That's the question we need to know. You feel me? Like, we don't know if Shakur hands right. We gonna see for sure July 12th. You know what I'm saying? And he talk about he ain't chasing Tank Davis. That's the fight that he need to be chasing. He ain't never seen no back end money. He don't even know what back end money look like or feel like. But hey, bingo, William Old School. He said, I've been saying that Ryan Garcia showed the blueprint to get a Tank Davis fight, and Shakur has done nothing to try and get the fight. Fucking absolutely. Like, Ryan Garcia was the one that pushed the pedal to the metal on the shit and told Oscar, like, yo, I'm taking this fight. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. We making this fight happen. I'm doing whatever I fucking can to make this fight happen. I want to fight Tank Davis. Shakur don't have that dog in him to even be on that type of timing. All he want to do is call Tank Davis out. He thinking the call outs is beneficial and thinking that's going to stick with the people. And it's not sticking with the people. And all of the harness is on Tank Davis to make this fight when it shouldn't be. Shakur is a super B-side ass fucking fighter, man. He don't got nothing to offer fucking Tank Davis. He don't got no leverage and no negotiations with Tank Davis. That motherfucker ain't been on pay-per-view. Shit, couldn't even sell out his hometown when he was main event on his last fight versus Autumn in New Jersey. You seen the Thursday night. The man was fighting on Thursday nights on Top Rank. Thursday nights with Edwin De Los Santos, empty ass arena at T-Mobile. Shakur's not a fucking draw. He's not a draw. This man Shakur moving around here thinking like he fucking little Bud Crawford out here. You ain't fucking Bud Crawford, Shakur. You're not that, bro. You don't have the value like that, bro. Your value is not that high, man. For you to be up here thinking that you can come to the table and you can be like, oh, Tank Davis, you can give me a call. We could talk about it. Let's talk about it, bro. No. Tank Davis ain't Earl Spence, man, and you ain't Bud Crawford. It's not happening. Tank Davis is not giving up his A-side leverage for fucking Shakur Stevenson, a guy that's been fighting on undercards his first two fights for fucking Matchroom Boxing. Shakur, the man Eddie Hearn ain't even invested in Shakur. All he doing is putting fucking Shakur on Turkey undercards and taking his promotional fee off of him. That's all he doing. Eddie Hearn don't give a fuck about Shakur Stevenson. He do not give a fuck about Shakur Stevenson. And Shakur know it. And Turkey don't give a fuck about him either, for real. Shakur better fucking read the room. You better read the room, man. You know what I'm saying? And then Shakur out here saying he gonna stop Zepeda before Zepeda stop him. Then the man Shakur Stevenson goes on and says that he has more power than William Zepeda. What y'all think about Shakur Stevenson saying that he got more power than William Zepeda? Like, that's some nasty work right there. He may, I don't know. Me personally, I don't think William Zepeda don't got crazy power to me. I just think he's one of those guys. He throwing 100 punches around, and the punches, they add up to where you know what I'm saying. He ended up beating your ass, and end up getting you out of there. You know what I'm saying? But no, this style matchup for us, no, this fight, this is the fight that a lot of fans wanted to see Shakur Stevenson in fighting a guy with some pressure. You know what I'm saying? Bringing something to the table and seeing how he adapt with that. And this is the fight, a big ass fight for Shakur Stevenson. This is a big fight for Shakur Stevenson. This is the fight that he's been chasing for the last 2 years. Yeah, on a Berlanga undercard. And this man talking about, oh man, Tank Davis need to call me and talk. And we could talk like men about the fight. Nigga, fuck you. What are you talking about, Shakur? What we need to talk about? You fight no undercards. He said, I'm not gonna lie, Shakur is 2-0 with the undefeated lightweights. I salute to my brother L Dub. Make sure y'all subscribe to my brother L Dub. And make sure y'all check out his website, L Dub Boxing, man, for sure, man. That's my brother, man. Salute to him, man. Appreciate you, my dog, for sure. Yeah, man. Shakur, what Shakur said he got more power than Zepeda. We gonna see. We gonna see. And then of course, man, Turkey Alalshikh, of course, when he was talking with the Ring magazine interview that he was doing with Mike Capinger. I call him Mike Capinger. I don't call him Mike Capinger. uh, yeah, Turkey announced that he wants Jerron Boots and it's to fight Virgil Ortiz Jr. He wants Martin Bacoli versus Moses Atama. Then he wants William Zepeda versus Andy Cruz. And he wants Kristen and Billy versus Lester Martinez for a big card in November. What y'all think about this card right here? And you remember earlier I mentioned about Devin Haney versus Brian Norman Jr. I'm hearing that fight possibly may be in November. So that November date that Turkey talking about, that fight may be on that card in November. You know what I mean? The L Dub, he could probably confirm that a little bit for me too as well because he know the vibes. You know what I mean too. You know what I'm saying? So I'm hearing that Brian Norman Jr. versus Devin Haney fight may be on November. And the card that I'm talking about, that Turkey speaking about for us November, this may be the card that fight may land on. And this is a nice ass card, I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? I know Virgil Ortiz is recovering from injury right now. You know what I'm saying? So Boots in this fighting Virgil in November. We'll see. We'll see. I like it though. I love that fight. Definitely no, that's a fight that we all been wanting, between them two guys in particular. You know what I'm saying? For sure. I mean, sis said I thought he was fighting Ryan again in October. Nah, sis. They They done moved away from Ryan. I don't know what the hell Ryan on, man. I seen the tweet last time I seen Ryan talk about some boxing shit. He was talking about, you know, won the fight, won the fight with Devin Haney. Still, he tweeted out and tagged Bill's name, and that was it for me as far as that fight, for as far as particular. But I believe they definitely. I still want to see that fight, but if he ain't fighting Ryan and he fighting Brian Norman Jr., I'm all the way cool with it. Since I ain't gonna lie, cause I believe Brian Norman Jr. He definitely gonna pack him up. I ain't gonna lie. Salute to my brother D1, man. Like I said, everybody make sure y'all subscribe to Angry White Man Boxing Podcast, man. My brothers over there, man. For sure, you are. Yeah, he said Brian Norman. He said he gonna end Haney career. Hey, for real. There's a high possible chance. Hey, salute to my brother B3 Picks, man. Hey, so making sure y'all subscribe to B3 Picks, man. My man be doing, you know what I'm saying, a whole lot of shit with the gambling, with the bets and everything. So y'all tap in, man. Y'all trying to make some money over there, man. My man got y'all covered on that for sure over there. Yeah, he said. D1 said, I bet that he fights Ryan in October before he fights Brian in November. You believe that, D1? Man, oh man, hey, either fight. This is where I'm at with that. I don't care who he fights. As far as in between them two, I want to see either fight. Whether he fight Ryan in October or he fight Brian Norman Jr. in November. See, the thing, this is a thought too of ours though. I, it's something to that to where they like, because you know they had Ryan at number 10 at the bottom of that list. They have no interest in fighting Ryan right now. And they just, the Haney fans just made it seem like, hey, daggone Devin Haney, they claim Rolly's work. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Rolly beat Ryan, so we ain't got to fight Ryan. Ryan ass. He's shitty for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how the Devin Haney fans is moving for as the Ryan fight, which is weird as hell to me for real. Because if y'all ain't had no motion at all, which y'all really ain't had no motion for real, Brian Norman looking at y'all like fool for real. He like, shit, man. I get to put Devin Haney on my motherfucking resume, and this motherfucker look like he got PTSD. Man, I get to pack him up, raise my stock even higher, and get a bag from Turkey. Shit, let's run it. Let's run it. You feel me? Like they looking at that boy like fool. Like they looking at him like fool. Devin Haney don't want that smoke. Like they gonna get the smoke though. Because we gonna see if Devin Haney try to pull that Jose Ramirez performance shit on Brian Norman. Brian Norman's a guy that can cut the fucking ring off. He could cut the ring off. Like, for sure. Like, and it can get ugly in this fight. And I believe it's gonna get ugly in this fight for sure. Like, I don't think Devin Haney's gonna beat Brian Norman at all. Not one fucking bit. Not one bit. What y'all think about it? Do y'all think Devin Haney got a shot versus Brian Norman Jr.? Y'all let me know. Pay the full salute to my brother, man. Salute, bro. I gotta get my brother together. Hold on. Get my brother together. What up? That's what up. Yeah, yeah. My boy Cash Crypto, he said, no shot. You don't think so, bro? You already know the vibes, man. You already know you family, bro. You family, bro. My boy D1 said the Devin Haney fans think that he got this crazy set of feet that nobody can catch shit. If they're being honest, Jose Ramirez was cutting the ring off, just wasn't throwing punches. For real, man. Like, and it's sad that that shit happened like that, man. Like, it's really sad that Jose Ramirez couldn't make no action in that fight work with Devin Haney for real, bro. Like, And I mean, honestly, even when they locked that fight in, honestly, for me, I didn't even like that fight for real from the beginning. I was like, man, Devin Haney gonna easy win this fight. You know what I mean, if he fight on the outside, but I didn't think Devin Haney was gonna fight on the outside like that, where he wasn't going to engage at all. Like that wasn't the Devin Haney I was expecting to see, as far as not engaging at all. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I thought he was gonna be on this Reese's progress shit. And he wasn't on that type of timing at all. Like that was never. See, that's what makes this fight with Brian Norman very interesting. Is how is he gonna be on some real shell shock PTSD shit in this fight with Brian Norman Jr., a guy that's powerful, young, and athletic? Like that shit, it's a crazy dynamic with this fight. Like I love this fight. It's so many dynamics for real. Like for real. He said. All it takes is one from Brian Norman and Haney will be ass up on the canvas. William old school. He said, D was I just made it short short on it. Paid it has them agreed to fight on it. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, the fight is locked, man. Yeah, the fight it ain't locked, but they got it. They got it in motion, man. I actually got the shit on there. Quick was good with you, sister. Everybody make sure y'all subscribe to Quick. You know what I'm saying? My sister be cooking up on a boxing talk, man. One of the best women in the game talking this boxing on YouTube as well, for sure. Salute to you, sister. He said, he said, D Wood said, I pray to God is real, man. I pray to God they make this fight. But I just don't see it, bro. Devin Haney matchmaker will say no, but I doubt they even got a good team like that. Man, Bill, see the thing is, Bill been doing all of this talking time about he looking for the Normans and all of this shit. And they said they here, man. And they even spoke on the boxing voice and all of that shit, talking shit and everything. And they so Turkey talking about making this fight happen. Hey, I'm with pushing the fight. The Devin Haney, he can't duck the fight. Dago, you seen the clip? Matter of fact, hold on, let me play that shit back. Let me play that back. I'll play it back.
When the whatever go down, I show appreciate whatever go down, how it go down, or whatever. I
Oh,
don't know
you.
what's happening. I'm
Oh,
lost. I don't.
so you appreciate you appreciate me now?
No, not
No,
appreciate you
no, no,
that.
no, no, no,
If
no.
listen, I'm gonna tell you what I appreciate. I'm gonna tell you what I appreciate. Listen, you didn't make no offers. That's first of all. But if you accepted a offer that was made to you, I appreciate that.
Okay,
You didn't make
I'll
no
tell you
offers
this
though.
then.
But I'm gonna tell you
Okay,
that.
well I'll
Oh,
tell you
ho,
this.
ho, ho,
If
hold on. How
oh
you
wait,
gonna
wait, shit.
say he ain't make no offer? They not about to send an
I'm gonna tell you.
offer to fight you without getting
Listen,
the clearance from the Haneys.
Okay.
Turkey ain't
but
gonna
I'm
send an
telling you,
offer to
I'm
you.
Turkey.
not gonna be on here and talk all that. You got it,
Okay,
Ness. You
okay,
got it.
all right,
Whatever you
okay,
want to say, whatever you
okay.
say.
Oh
Well, let me tell
man.
you.
Turkey offer.
Let me tell you. Listen. Well, let me tell you. If Turkey has a problem with it, I got it in ones. That means $1 bills for him because I ain't spent my third grade lunch money. So you know what I mean. Hey man, if
I,
whatever we got to do. I mean, I'm backed up by the Golden Gate.
I got you, dog. I got you.
All right,
I
King.
got
All right, man. God bless you, man. I look forward to it, man. Can you tell the people in the boxing boys something? Because they gonna keep harassing me like I didn't tell them nothing. Can you tell them something so they don't got to ask me no questions?
what's up.
No, I'm saying tell them. Don't tell me. Ask. Now I know I got your number. Tell them. They listen.
Yeah, we
What you want me
listen.
to tell?
We
What you want
want
me?
you. We want you to give us some sort
Oh,
of calm down,
I ain't
people.
got. I
What
don't
y'all
have anything.
want?
I'm
What
not even
y'all
supposed to
want?
be. I'm not supposed to be on here today, and I came on because my name was called, and I'm like,
okay.
Candyman, you gotta say my name. Look, you said
No,
my name one time and I appear. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like the Candyman 3.0. You feel me? You ain't gotta
mm-mm.
say my name
Okay,
three,
but
four,
you
five
you
times.
you you can't
no,
say much, but you can say you
no. Hold
feeling
on, Ness.
good. You
Hold
can
on,
say
Ness.
you feeling
Hold
good
on,
about the
Ness.
situation, right?
I
No,
feel
no.
wonderful
Hey,
about
Ness.
the
I
All
don't
situation.
know.
right, all
I don't
right.
know.
He
I
feel
don't know what
wonderful.
movie. I don't know what Candyman movie he been watching, but the Candyman don't care nothing about the candy. He don't care nothing about the people. He don't care nothing about none of that shit. This nigga is the Candyman with a muzzle on his mouth. Have a nigga ever
Hey,
seen
Bill, he
Candyman with
not
a
trying to
muzzle?
mess up the
Hey,
fight. He
yeah,
not
you're
trying to
not
mess
trying to
up the
mess it
fight.
up.
Let that man do what he got to do so we don't mess up the fight. I get it. I get it. He
I'm
can't,
just,
you
Ness,
yeah,
know.
Ness, Ness,
I'm just
Ness,
parlaying, man. I'm just parlaying. Just know, hey, just know. that if you call for the
Listen,
smoke,
listen.
listen. Just know if the smoke is called for this way, the smoke is on the way.
Well,
Simple as
Brian,
that.
Wait, wait, wait,
Brian,
wait,
I
wait, wait, wait.
actually
Yeah, man. Yeah, bro. They talk about they got that shit locked. They locking it in, man. For sure. Hey, salute to my brother D for the win, man. Salute to you, brother, man, for sure, bro. Yeah, man. I'm definitely they they saying they got this. They locking this fight in, man. So they verbally agreed to the fight. I'm holding both parties to the fight, man. Make the fight, put the fucking fight on, man. We want to see that shit for sure. We want to see this fucking fight, man. This is gonna be a big fight for boxing, especially for this year, man. We need these type of fights. This fight is a legacy fight for both fighters, for real. In reality, you think about it. Devin on his last two performances on the comeback, along with motherfucking Brian Norman Jr. getting to add Devin Haney on his resume. Definitely a big fight. My boy Cash Griffin, he said Devin gets smoked like salmon. Thanks, bro. Hey, he gets smoked, bro, for real. Dead ass. Hey, man, I wanted to talk about this shit with Turkey, though, bro. So, Turkey, why this man make that tweet, though, man? Oh, shit, Edgar Berlanga responded to him, too. Don't let me find out he tried to delete the tweet on some whole shit. Yeah, so Turkey Alalshikh said, I will be very upset if Berlanga and Zapata knock out Shiraz and Shakur. We have big plans for Shiraz and Shakur, and this result would be a complete disaster. It's crazy. Wow, what y'all think about this man Turkey coming out saying this right here, man? Like, why would this man say this? Hold on, where is that? I want y'all to put. Let me put that up on the thing. Yeah, why would Turkey say this, y'all? He think, and remember what I told y'all earlier about as far as Turkey plans for that November card. He want Andy Cruz to fight Williams Zepeda on that November card. His plans for Shakur is which he still has wishful thinking, is he's thinking that he can pull Tank Davis over to Riyadh season to fight Shakur. And Hamza Shiraz, of course, Turkey, that boy mentioned that he already looking past Bud Crawford for Canelo's next op, saying that he want Canelo to fight Hamza Shiraz or Chris Eubank Jr. next. And look at this boy, of course, Shakur. He responds. Shakur says it could actually go the other way. Oscar can't fight for him, and even if he could, I will whip them both in the same night. Like, for real. Are you just looking at it like this man over there literally planning, continue to plan these fights for these other guys, man? Turkey just be doing whatever the hell he be wanting to do out here. He be disrespecting these guys at an all-time high and don't be giving a fuck about none of these guys, dog. For real. He said D1 said, shit, if they were fighting in their phone booth, that truck just fought in, I would pick the pay the facts. Yeah. they ain't having the 18 by 18 ring now because of Hamza Shiraz, and I forgot who else didn't agree to it. You know what I mean? The quick we said Turkey be talking out the side of his neck too, for sure. Facts. Said Pay the Fool said Turkey moving weird. He definitely disrespecting these fighters at an all-time high, bro. He don't give a fuck about these fighters at all. Like he do not give a fuck about these fighters at all, bro. For real. He just want to have them entertain himself because he one of them big ass casual fans. One of them big ass casual fans, dog. Yeah. D Wood said, yeah, but just the other day he was talking about Andy Cruz versus the Pater. American fans ain't buying that off. No loss kind of double talk. Yeah, facts, bro. That's what I was just saying. He want Andy Cruz to fight Williams the Pater. You know what I mean? Then he wants Canelo to fight Hamza Shiraz or Chris Eubank Jr. And let me add a little side note as far as Chris Eubank Jr. Turkey did mention about the rematch between Chris Eubank Jr. and Conor Ben happening possible September or October. He did mention a rematch. I don't know about that fight in particular as far as the rematch, where the weight, where they gonna fight at, because Chris Eubank Jr. literally killed himself to make that 160. And Conor Ben is a guy that was campaigning at 147, but he moved up to 160 to fight Chris Eubank in the first fight. So I don't know how that fight gonna measure up as far as that weight, man. Like I don't even know why they really revisiting that fight for real too much. I know it was a hell of a fight for sure. I mean, don't get me wrong, but Chris Eubank won that fight, and I don't really know why they revisiting that fight for real so much, for real. But hell of a fight though. One of the best fights of this year, automatically for sure, between Chris Eubank Jr. and Conor Ben this year. One of the best fights this year for sure, for sure. Um, what we gonna do now? Okay. All right, so but I'm about to open the panel up. I'm about to put the link in the comments, man. If y'all want to come join the talk this boxing, pull up. And by the way, Bud Crawford, let's give you back. Let's get back to my shit, my regular shit. Bud Crawford and Shakur Stevenson better read the room. They better read the room. Shakur Stevenson, Turkey already looking past you. He looking past you with trying to set up Williams to pay to fight Andy Cruz already. Bud Crawford, Turkey Alalshikh is move. He's looking past you, trying to set Canelo Alvarez up fighting Hanson Shiraz or Chris Eubank Jr. Y'all boys better read the room in this fight, man, because them boys they looking like them boys. They looking past y'all, and y'all better fuck around and do something magnificent in the fight. Y'all gotta win clear. Y'all damn near gotta get a knockout, damn near. Cause it look like them boys want to rob y'all on these cards, man. Them boys better be careful, D1, man, for real, bro.
Facts.
What you thinking, bro, on that?
Oh shit, I'm up here, bro. I can't tell because the screen, but it's cool.
Yeah, you
Yo,
up here?
listen, bro. What's up with you? First of all,
I was good, brother. Was good. How you
salute
feeling?
to you, bro. Fantastic.
Salute, brother.
Fucking my bad for swearing, but I don't know if you mind. What is the deal with this joint, bro? You hear
You know,
me?
strange. I hear you. I hear you perfect.
Oh shit, bro.
Yep, I hear you perfect.
Let me go in my house. My Wi-Fi is tripping. Yo, you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you.
I'm
I
in the
hear you.
house. I'm in the house. I'm in the house. Yo, I think
Yep.
Turkey listens, pays attention to boxing talk, like popular channels and narratives and shit like that. He's on it. Because he heard us all say about the Zapata shit.
Facts.
Like you trying to set up Andy Cruz and Zepeda before the fight even kicks off, plus the 18-foot ring. So now he comes out and says the thing about wanting Shakur to basically win. So I think he pays attention, bro, trying to switch the narrative and shit.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely, bro. He trying to switch like he try to confuse the fans with a lot of the propaganda and shit, like and try to be straightforward with what he wants. But like we always say, bro, when he be trying to have these fights materialize the way that he try to materialize throughout the public, a lot of these fights be falling off. And he's still not learning his lesson. Like he was still in the Ring magazine talking about he want to fight it up in saying Alcatraz and fight on
Yeah,
the London
San
Bridge
Quentin
and
and
all
shit.
this crazy shit. Like what I mean, like this man's crazy, bro. He's insane,
Yeah, he pays attention, changing narratives and shit though, for real. For real.
man. Man, so go ahead and give your rundown on this Devin Haney versus Brian Norman Jr. Man, what you thinking about this one, bro?
I hope it happens, bro. But let me say this about Turkey. I do
Go
like
ahead,
the
go ahead, go ahead,
fact
go ahead,
that
go ahead. You get your shit out.
if he was if he was if he's trying to make a fight, even though the dude lost, that's one thing I like about Turkey. If he tries to make fighters fight off of losses, that's how boxing's supposed to be. One
Facts,
guy wins, one guy loses, bro. American fight fans are the only people that throw away fighters after one loss, and it's bullshit, bro. Styles make
facts,
fights. Every guy that tests himself is going to come up short one time, two times, three times. Certain styles, the shit happens, bro. People lose fights, and if you really test yourself, you should have losses, bro. You should have L's, dog. If you're fighting mad different styles and you're going after everybody you should be going after, you're gonna take a loss, bro. There's just no two ways around it, especially in boxing. So if he's willing to give these guys fights off of losses, I'm loving that about him. I can't cap. And you've
absolutely,
heard me
bro.
talk about this dude. You've heard me say what I said about Turkey and shit. I've been fighting this shit the whole way because I care about American boxing thriving, and I probably still will fight it. But that's cool that he does that off, gives these guys opportunities off losses. If he does that, you know what I mean? We'll see. Ryan
Facts,
Garcia could
bro.
be next. It could be Brian Norman. It could be Ryan Garcia. I just like for me, maybe I'm an old school boxing fan. I don't know, bro, but I want to see Devin and Ryan more than I want to see either one of them guys fight anybody. But I'm cool with the Norman Jr. fight. It's a very tough fight. It's a
Facts,
fucking to go make that fight right now, bro. A lot of people need to change their opinion on Devin Haney. Like real shit.
for real.
If he goes and makes this fight, I have no choice as a fucking real one to change my opinion on that young man. I have to, bro. I have
Absolutely,
to.
bro. That's why I gave them all the credit in the world earlier. Because like, bro, and them taking this fight after what they done been through in these last couple fights. Hey, salute to them. Salute to the Haneys for if they pull this fight off and make it happen, man, for
Cause
sure.
if,
Like I know it's
bro,
a
if
verbal agreement right now, but
mhm.
hey, lock it in, man. I want to
It's an
see it, man.
agreement.
Put that
We
shit
all
on.
seen it. That
We
live
seen
stream
it.
is doing numbers. Guaranteed. Everybody in the boxing world that needed to see that saw that. So and listen, bro, we got to take these guys at their word at the end of the day. I know a lot of people want to call cap on it and shit, and it's pretty hard to believe. It's because it's just the left hook. It'll solve a lot of questions we have about Devin if he can get out of the way. Is it a Ryan Garcia left hook? Not quite, but there's things that Brian Norman does with his left hook that are much more advanced and better than Ryan's left hook. But Ryan's left hook is the fastest left hook we ever seen. That shit hits the button more times than
Facts.
it doesn't. That shit's like a snap trigger fucking trap or something, bro. It's crazy. It's super crazy. But Brian Norman shit hard as hell. He punching for real. That joint connects. You can even see it coming at you. Brace for that bitch, and it'll still hurt you. He's punching
He
like
for
that,
real,
bro.
bro. He
Kid
for
can fight
real
too,
is, bro.
bro.
He got crazy power, bro. Like you heard, but I was saying earlier, you heard every impact from his punches last week
Hard
fighting Jen
too.
Sasaki, bro. in
You
each
heard them
round,
shits
bro. Those shits was impactful, bro. Like I'm like
thumping.
Brian Norman, like I heard people was talking about what Brian Norman Jr. talking about, as far as like him becoming the champion, like him, like they feel like he's fighting different, as far as like he got a lot more swag and a lot more confidence now that he's champion, man. What you
That's
think
key,
about
bro.
that?
Listen, bro, confidence is key. I was literally that was the next thing coming out of my mouth before I stopped talking. Let you go for a little bit, bro. Confidence, my boy, it means everything in this game. They're fucking. Devin got a little bit better feet than him, but I think Brian Norman's feet are a little bit underrated, if you ask me. The kid does a lot of things well.
Right.
People just don't like him or his dad. Like, I don't judge none of that shit. When I'm looking at two guys fight, I look at their fighting, and that's it. Brian Norman does
Man.
things that'll get him closer to Devin Haney without even trying. And if he's got somewhat good feet on him to where Devin can't run circles around him, it's a fucking different ball game, bro. That left hook is thumping. So even if Devin sees it coming and try to catch that shit, blow right through his guard. Like, I think the Normans know that. I think the Haney should have an idea. Like, this is crazy. This is why every time I start thinking about it and talking about it, I start to think about this. This might have just been a little bit of fucking internet action, kid. You know what I mean? Cause
Yeah,
bro,
bro.
there ain't no question Brian Norman gonna close that distance and get to Devin Haney. There's no doubt about it. I don't
Facts.
care. There's nowhere to run in a boxing ring. That's what the Haney fans are saying right now. So when Brian gets out there and cuts off that ring, because if we're keeping it a buck about the shit, I chatted it. Fucking Jose Ramirez was cutting Devin off. He just wasn't throwing no punches, bro.
Facts.
It wasn't that hard to cut that off, bro. Jose wasn't throwing no joints, bro.
For real, bro. Jose wasn't doing shit in that fight, bro. Like it was
Yeah,
just sad to watch that fight. I'm like, I don't want to see no type of fight like that for them guys ever. Salute to my brother Knockout Boxing at 86 TV, man. Salute to you,
Word
brother, for
up.
sure, bro. Appreciate you,
Word
bro,
up, Cash.
always.
Yeah,
Cash Crypto, man. What you think about this Brian Norman Jr. versus Devin Haney fight, man?
man, I don't even think Dev got a chance, y'all. Man, that's just
like real
that's just my
shit.
opinion, man. If you've been watching Devin's fights ever since Linares caught him good, he really been fighting a little more
You just
leery when you
mute
get
is
in
that
there.
me?
And then after Ryan beat the shit out of him, he's just like a lost little lamb in the damn ring, man. Like I don't think this nigga stand a chance against Brian Norman Jr., man. Like it wouldn't even be close.
Man, it looked like crazy. Like Brian, like just after him being the champion, like we was just talking about, Cash. Like it felt like he just in like Brian in a different bag now. Like now that he champion, you know what I mean? He just got that real confidence and that swag about himself now, man. To where like he going into this fight, he looking at Devin like fool. He looking
Man,
at Devin like pure food in this
like a
fight, like
like a
licking his
like a plate
chops.
of like a plate of grandma's food, man.
Yeah, facts, bro. For real,
Goddamn
bro.
trash,
Shit,
bro.
Jag Queen Boston said that's why I said, Kev, he need a tune up before the tune up. Yeah.
But yo, real shit, man. Brian Norman is an athletic fighter. He The way he fights is more of a power puncher, boxer puncher style, bro. But I don't doubt that that kid can cut off the ring. His dad even was talking about it today. Like real shit, man. He's not gonna be able to run circles. That left, we're gonna see. We're gonna find out if Devin Haney can deal with a left hook for real, for real.
And man, and the crazy part, I keep hearing Bill in the no, on the box what he keep mentioning, like he like, man, that boy Brian Norman got that crazy ass left hook. You know, he dangerous and shit. Like they know that boy Brian Norman dangerous as hell, man. So like that's why I salute them for really taking this fight because I'm like, you would think they would shy away from this fight with everything that they've been through with their last two fights for real, bro.
Shit, Devin Haney definitely got a chance though. Like because he could definitely move and out reflex Brian, I guess. But that's a risky game, bro. It's a risky
Hey,
game.
That D1 Devin getting stopped in 5 rounds or less.
He could get stopped though, for real. He could. But if
But I
for some
go
reason
ahead.
Brian Norman got 2 left feet, you know what I mean? I don't know, bro. I
I
don't
don't
think he
think Dev got any
gets
kind
out
of
of that.
power to make Norman respect him. That's gonna be the
And
issue,
that's
man.
a fact, bro.
He gonna run him. He just gonna run through Devin like a little man. He gonna do
When
Devin
Brian
dirty.
feel that punch and he's like, "Oh, fuck out of here with that shit, bro." Gonna be bouncing on that kid, bro. It's gonna be rap
For real.
season, dog. That's crazy. That's why I don't know if they could real shit. Like come down to the signing of the paper. Bill said he signed it twice today. They were popping their shit, bro.
Man,
I
Bill
was like,
capping.
all right, bet.
You know how
Like,
the Haney's do it?
man,
Like when Devin put
Man, he
that
was
tweet out,
cat.
when Devin
Yeah,
put
but
that
he was
tweet out,
capping about sending him the offer last. Like you know, what I'm saying he's like, "Oh yeah, I said it. Yo, we sent you the offer." Then
bad
Brian
Moby
Norman and
Scooter.
even Ness say
Yeah.
like it wasn't no offer sent. Like I'm like, bro, like y'all getting caught up crazy lying. Like Bill,
Yeah.
why you lying like this on camera? You the one that's on camera in these podcasts every day up there, and you just lying, bro. Like you
And like
getting caught
real
in your
shit.
lies.
How come Brian Norman Sr. wouldn't say, he's like, you full of shit. You know you full of shit. All the full of shit. Like, he wouldn't say nothing. I get it. Not trying to get the fight taken away or you know what I mean? People get
Right.
cold feet. But Brian Norman wouldn't say shit. That was kind of alarming to me. Like, I need to hear you, like, start talking shit. But they
Yeah,
say
you
that he
heard
signed it, so.
Bill try to say that he got a muzzle on his mouth and shit, but no, I guess like Brian Norman and them, they like shit. We keeping everything confidential and shit. We trying to get this fight going and shit because they look. I guess Turkey offered them. They probably offered them a nice little bag for this fight.
Bro,
I go off of the history though. Like we ain't seen these dudes when Bill goes out to scout for Devin, he don't scout nobody dangerous. Like what history have we seen of him scouting dangerous people? They thought Ryan was a cherry pick and they made a mistake. Now what history do we got to make us think that these niggas gonna jump into with Brian Norman right now? With
that's
Devin,
Cash. I can't fucking get past that. You know what I
yeah.
mean? I can't. Every time I think about it, it's like, bro, you really want to get knocked off your square right now, Bill Haney? Why would you take that fight? There's so many other less dangerous fights.
And when I seen that tweet, that I seen somebody put up a tweet or something where Devin talking about he probably gonna outprice himself. Like that's what these Haneys do. They say all this bullshit just because they know they got a bunch of crash test dummies like Hacker running around here that's gonna run with any narrative. So they make it look
KO,
like they want to fight and that Norman's gonna price himself out. So they already giving you an
KO said they
excuse.
blew it up.
They already
Bill
giving an
purposely
excuse.
blew it up.
Real, you see KO right? He said Devin has zero chance, in my opinion. He will fight trying to survive while Norman coming to step. That's a wash.
It is. Like, you know what I mean? That's what will happen. It's fucking zero chance Devin Haney just boxes in the pocket and fight like how we fought Linares. Not a chance.
If he try to run from
0%.
Norman, Norman's gonna just chase him and
And
beat
that,
him up the whole fight.
well, Knockout said Bill purposely blew the fight up this afternoon, and I believe that. Like, 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 what? Blew up negotiations? Like, we're straight? That's
He
how he
Bill
blew it
wanna.
up to me.
My
So,
problem with Bill wanna be so public with all of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like with everything. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to push the brand is just you don't gotta do all of that shit, bro. Just handle the business behind the scenes and then build the fight from there. Once the fight is locked in, then you get to talking your shit. Like you ain't gotta, be talking about it, all the business and shit, all in public, man. That be the problem with these motherfuckers, man.
yeah, I've never seen a fight of this magnitude ever get done on social media. And that's why he probably blew it up this afternoon because they like, bro, there ain't no big time fights like that getting made live on a live stream unless the promotional company like advised it and like overseen it. There ain't this shit ain't, bro. They ain't doing that, and that's whacked. I want to see that fight, but I'm more than willing to bet that it's going to be Ryan Garcia in October or November. Almost certain of it.
Man, I want to still. Hey, either fight. That's where I'm at with it.
That's where
If
I'm
he
at
gonna fight
too.
Ryan, I'm cool with it. You gonna fight Brian, I'm cool with it. Either fight, I want to see either one. You know what I'm saying? I think they real scared of that Ryan fight. That's just me personally. I think they more scared of the Ryan fight than the Brian fight. 'Cause they taking the Brian fight. They believe they can beat Brian in a sense. Because they taking it.
Yeah, but you've been in the ring so many times with Ryan. You know what I mean? That there would be more comfort in going to get my lick back. If I'm the Haney's, I want Ryan over everybody. But he's number 10 on their fucking list. That shit's corny to me, bro. You gotta go get that
Corny
shit
as
back,
fuck,
bro.
bro.
Well, Brian Norman shit, fighting Brian over Ryan. I would give you more credit to fucking fight Brian, to be honest, man. Brian Norman's he's he's something to deal with, bro. That left hook ain't no joke, bro. It don't gotta be a Ryan Garcia fucking fast left hook. That shit's thumping, shaking bodies, bro.
Do Brian Norman sweep the 147-pound division now that Boost is out of there?
I don't know about that. Who Ryan and Brian are
Barrios,
fucking.
you got Barrios and Rowley.
People are forgetting about Ryan. Let's say Ryan was really hurt in the Rolly fight. Like his hand was really fucked up. He got surgery directly after. Rolly and Brian, that's a good fight. I seen Brian rocked twice, 3 times now. Shit. I seen his legs do funny shit. And Rolly punching, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Rolly
Facts.
punching just like Brian punching. But his shits are straight shots. Rolly throws straight shots down the pipe, bro. Getting there before that left hook. Especially somebody like Brian's. And Rolly got a left hook too. Shit. He threw that double left hook and knocked Ryan halfway across the fucking ring, bro. That's a
And,
good
and Ryan
fight.
and Ryan ran the rest of the damn fight, man. I'm
Yeah.
sorry about that shit. I'm
Yeah,
like,
I'm
damn, this
fine.
nigga get knocked down in the second round, then he done ran. I'm like, damn, Ryan, I ain't never expect Ryan to fight like that, bro. No
Nah,
cap.
bro. That's why it tells me that he was probably his hand was probably fucked up in the fight, bro. Ryan ain't fighting like that. I never seen Ryan fight like that. No
I ain't
way.
never seen a fight like that, bro. That
But
shit was
them Rolly
crazy.
shots, you feel a Rolly punch on your arm, you're like, fuck that. He felt
Hey,
it dead on the
fellas.
chin and got knocked halfway across the field. Somebody say something? Oh, what up, Teach?
Ryan looked.
Teach
He
was
looked.
good, brother. Was good, Teach was good with you, bro.
I'm good, man. Good.
Was
Yeah.
good. What you think about this fight, man? Of Devin Haney versus Brian Norman Jr., man.
All right. So I'm a bit late, with the content or whatever. Like the only content I've received so far is pretty much what Bill said on Twitter, and what BFTB is reporting.
What's
And so
BFTB reporting?
I missed what Bill said. If he was on the Boxing Voice with Brian Norman Sr. or something, I missed all
Right.
that. I don't know what happened there, but I know that BFTB is reporting that Devin signed his part. Brian Norman, Brian Norman's team have the contract, and they're just waiting for them to sign it. And I believe BFTB when he said that.
You believe in the
Yeah.
narrative pusher? That's weird.
Hey, I could believe whoever I
Yeah,
want to
Devin
believe,
Haney, I
man.
believe him.
Yeah, you can believe whatever you want. You just a weird nigga believing niggas that push the narrative.
Yo.
So as for the fight itself, man, I see it as a 50-50 matchup. I really like the stylistic matchup with this fight. Brian Norman, boxer puncher. I think his strength is more towards like punching. And with Devin, Devin is like a pure boxer with good distance control. Skill wise, I've seen more variety and like a little bit more refinement from Devin, if you were to ask me. So I'm giving the slight edge, even though it's a 50-50, I'm giving the slight edge to Devin. I think he's not gonna
Wow.
give. I think he's not gonna give Brian Norman the same look as Jin Sasaki did. Like Jin Sasaki was just right there in front of him, just taking shots, and Devin is definitely not gonna do that. The problem I'm noticing though is that people assume that the puncher always wins because of the power, right? But if the boxer is defensively sound, right? And like very like effective with it, the power doesn't really matter.
The
So
boxer
that's
normally
how I
wins.
see it. Hmm?
The boxer normally wins this matchup
And Devin is
almost
going to
every
win,
time.
in my opinion.
I hear you, but I don't think Devin Haney can take a punch, and I don't think he can stay away from Brian Norman for 12 rounds. No way. And one of Brian Norman punches, he lands the right joint, it's over with for Devin.
I don't
He's
look
going
at
to
I don't look
sleep.
at Devin as no pure boxer, man. But everybody got their
No,
own.
me neither, really. Me neither.
I
Shakur, a
mean,
Devin
pure
is not a
boxer.
pure boxer. He's definitely not. He fights with range, but he's not a pure boxer at all.
I just don't think his IQ is that fucking high. When I see Rolly go in there and disarm Ryan and take his jab away, do exactly what Tank did, take his weapons away, and Devin has more experience with Ryan and he can't do this shit. Like, I don't think Devin got this high IQ that people be talking about. Like, I just don't see it. Where's it
Me
at?
too.
I mean,
Where the
Most
fuck is it
people,
at?
I think
That's
the
yeah,
deep,
issue
bro.
is
he's
that
fought the
Devin
same way
is
against almost every opponent except Ramirez. He
Don
tries to
Trick.
stay in the mid range. He tries to stay out of distance because most of the people he fight are shorter than him. So it's like Devin doesn't fight him.
He not beating no Brian Norman trying to fight like he did against Ramirez. Period. I don't give a fuck.
I mean, yeah, definitely not. I don't think he's gonna beat Brian Norman that way. I'm thinking if he fights, like the same fight as, and I know you guys are gonna say Regis was shot, but if he fight that type of fight he did with Regis, I think he could beat B Norm.
You know all the advantages he had against Regis though, bro. He don't got none of those advantages against Norman.
I feel
Regis ain't nothing like Brian Norman, bro. Nothing like him, night
He
and
don't got
day,
no
bro.
reach advantage. He don't got no shitty footwork advantage. He don't got none of the advantages he had against Regis. Like that shit ain't even close.
No. Yeah,
probably
I don't get what people are saying with Devin. Like, I like Devin, but I don't see him as like the elite of the elite. And I think Norman, I don't think he's the elite of the elite, but I think he's better. Both of them lack defense. And that's what nobody's talking about. Both of them don't have great defense at all.
yeah, I gotta remember, right? Top rank was about to drop B Norm Jr., right? Because of the bad performance he had before that KO with
Yeah, right before the Giovanni Santillion.
right. Right. So he did his job with the Centurion and he's moving up, steadily from that win. But before that he had his issues too. So just keep that in mind.
Yeah, but
Yeah, he had
Norman's been fighting
29
all
years.
welterweights. Devin ain't fought a welterweight yet, so he gonna jump in there with a really good welterweight and get a win off the rip, man.
And everybody knows the first fight at your new weight class is the hardest. And he has it
Tough
all the
as
way
fuck. This
acclimated
one
there.
definitely tough.
This is
Go ahead, D1.
Huh?
Go ahead, D1. Go ahead.
No, it wasn't me, bro.
Oh, yeah.
I'm fucking with my ice machine right now. Give me a few minutes.
Oh, you good. You good. Yeah, man. Hey, so what y'all, hey, as far as Bud Crawford and Shakur, man, as far as them two, man, you know what I'm saying? You got Canelo, you know what I'm saying? Turkey looking past, Bud Crawford wanting Canelo to fight Hamza Shiraz or Chris Eubank Jr. And then you got Turkey looking past Shakur with Andy Cruz fighting Williams Zepeda, basically having plans for both of these guys, Canelo and Andy Cruz, and Williams Zepeda, for both of their next fights already ahead, and don't even have no plans for both of these guys. What y'all think about that in particular?
he already got the people he want to win and lose already. So he basically telling them, don't upset the apple cart. So it's like he always plans and it never goes the way he plans. So I don't know why he keep doing it.
I mean, I see it as him giving like props to both fighters though. I mean, he's saying that he wants Zepeda to fight Andy, and he's saying that, if Zepeda get this knockout, it's gonna ruin, Zepeda and what's his name, Belanga get this knockout, it's just gonna ruin plans for the other guys. And then, I mean, he wants Shakur to win, to get the tank fight. So, I mean, he's just going back and forth right now. I just think he's, acting like a fan at this point. I mean, which he is. The only thing he's doing is just paying for the fight. So he's just behaving like a fan right now. So, I mean, I don't see anything wrong with what he's doing. But again, you just get mixed. You get mixed decisions right there. Like I don't know what he really wants.
I was up till 4 in the morning watching Bud fights and Canelo fights, man. I don't know who the fuck Bud is beat that fights anything like Canelo, applies any kind of tactical smart pressure like Canelo, that got people thinking that this nigga can. I'm waiting to see what Bud's body looks like because it's really hard for you to just put on all that weight instantly and still have a real good physique like Bud had like in the Arrow fight or Madrimon fight. Man, I don't see it, man.
I'm gonna tell y'all what Turkey won't. He won't tank. If you
Right.
think about if you think about the ring, you think about the style of fighter, you think about the money he wants to make, you think about the traction he wants. It's Tank. That's what
Yeah,
he wants.
he definitely wants Tank.
Yeah, but he said himself he knows Tank's loyal. Like Tank don't got to go to Turkey.
He should have gave him two Ferraris.
Hey,
Being
like
the
they,
A
they
side, when you're a massive A side like Canelo and Tank, you don't give up your leverage. You don't give up your leverage. Period.
If he would have gave him two Ferraris, that's 500K a piece. That's $1 million. You can't lose 1 million. You've been losing money all the whole time.
man, and then on top of that, that made me be thinking a lot of those bullshit ass numbers talking about, oh, Tyson Fury got paid 150 million. That should be cat, man. Like you don't want to pay Tank two Ferraris, bro. Then what are we talking about here, bro?
It don't make no sense. People try to like gloss over that, like, oh, he wants two Ferraris. Oh, he's being selfish. I mean, you could be like, all right, that's part of your guarantee. I'm gonna take 1 million out your guarantee and get you two Ferraris. It's simple business if you knew it. Brother Weenie.
But how that shit even look though? Like with Tank, like even fighting over there with Shakur over there in Saudi Arabia, like if that shit don't even look right over there for
No, I
Tank.
don't think
You
that's
know what I'm
The
saying?
right.
Like
only person,
I couldn't even picture that shit for real, in my opinion, bro, for real. Even though I
You
want to
know
see
what?
that fight regardless, I don't care. I honestly don't care where that fight is fucking at. I just want to fucking see that fight regardless because I need to see Tank versus Shakur. We need to end the conversation and all the bullshit between these two from the fans and everything. I want to see the fight, man. But I think Shakur need to put more action into his words into making the fight.
I think
bro,
if Turkey works with
the only person that turns money and turns a profit in this business right now in America is the little guy from Baltimore. It's the only guy that he should be interested in signing. He should be spending way more money trying to make that fight versus any other fight. It's the only fight that he's got that's going to make money.
I mean,
Facts.
I think if Turkey works with Al, to get Tank, I think I think the A side is always going to be Tank and Al in that situation. There's no way Tank is going to go to Saudi and fight Shakur. Shakur.
Exactly.
Yeah, hey,
Well, it's like
I put it like
knockout
this.
cess.
Absolutely.
If you tell Tank, oh, I'll give you $75 million, I pretty much he probably would have went if you would have sent him two Ferraris like WTF media. You saying, oh no, I pay you. You can't give me $1 million?
Yeah, bro. Listen,
That's $1 million?
A
they're
big fight
already
like that,
working
though.
Man.
together. But for
I
somebody
just
like
think his
Tank
role in
Davis,
that
you're
thing is
gonna
just
have to
going to be
come to
for
him.
the money. That's about it.
Man, we've already seen Turkey, like a big fight like that. You want it to make money. You want it to be a great fight, and you want it to make money. Turkey don't know how to make money with events, so like
Fucking facts.
it's
That's super
pointless.
facts.
Bring your
He know
little,
how
bring your little B side bitch ass over to PBC. Since you say you chasing a nigga, but you ain't chased me to PBC yet. I don't know how you chasing me, but man, anyways,
like
that
he know
shit.
how to make a good card, but he cannot make a good event. If that makes sense.
I'm,
Yeah, for
bro,
sure.
all I'm saying is Shakur, he a free agent after this to pay the fight, man. Like let's get this fight going, Shakur, man. Like all the call outs is cool and everything, but it's time to put some action behind the call outs, man. Go over there and make the fight, man. This is gonna be your first back end. You're gonna get the biggest bag of your life, and you're gonna get the best fight that you want. You know what I mean? Just go ahead and make the fight. I don't know what's so hard in that far as Shakur, as far as the situation. Like they
But
being too damn prideful and naive.
Cam, I don't think this is his last fight. Everybody keeps saying that, but I think he read up, man. That's my
Man,
sneaky
that
suspicion. I
Me
think he
too,
read
bro.
up.
Me too. I think he doubled
he
up.
is a Ringer
Eddie the
magazine.
best.
Well, he a Riyadh season ambassador too. We got to
Yep.
add that in there.
For
Oh,
life.
he hope
That don't
it's a
I
lot.
don't be liking shit like that. When you look at that type of shit, it's like it looked like he gonna lean back and probably mess around and go and stay over there. You know what I mean? And try to keep Turkey and Eddie Hearn in between the fight, man. Like, and that's the problem. Like if you know you can get the fight direct, go get the fight. But when they got the fight eventually, you know what I'm saying, over there at PBC, you need to do the same.
Why would you want it to be anywhere else though? If you're somebody like Shakur, PBC and Prime is the largest platform in the world, other than Netflix. Netflix is the only fucking thing that they could say is bigger, but you get back end money fucking with the PBC and Prime. You bet on yourself, take a low guaranteed, you're going to be handsomely rewarded after the fight when the
And
pay
the
per
thing
view
about
numbers are tallied.
people don't understand about the back end money. That back end money comes straight to you. You don't got to pay your
Mm-hmm.
managers. You don't got to pay nobody else unless you want to. You don't have to pay your management, your promoter out of your guarantee.
Yeah, and you just said it right there, Don Drake. Why the fuck would Jay Prince want to take you to a big time pay per view when he don't get cut in on none of that money?
So why would Tank want to
That's
go to
why
Turkey if
he
if
wouldn't.
he what are you talking like Arshak? I'm talking about Arshak. Why would Tank want
The
to go over
math
to
ain't
Turkey?
mathing.
What do you? It's a double edged sword. What they gonna do? Fight on top rank? What you- So it's
Mm-hmm.
like you got to come to the A side. So now they can't come to the A side. Now it's different when it's Tank.
What they say Shakur's gonna wash Tank 10-2. So what are you talking about? How could they rob you if you win in the public's eye? That's all that matters. You can lose a fight for real, but if the public thinks you won, it don't matter what those judges said. You know what I mean? They don't.
I think people just be on here typing and just
No
saying
doubt
anything.
about it, Don. They be typing. Real shit. Click the
And
link. Come show us that shit.
another thing people ain't worried. I think the reason Tank's fight ain't been like announced yet because Turkey has all these press conferences coming right now. If you
Could be
notice,
that.
this week and last week was supposed to be Tank coming out. What did Turkey do?
Oh yeah, you got a press conference at the
I ain't
press
gonna lie,
conference.
like I always
It's
listen to my boy L Dub. L Dub, he mentioned that some of the fights with PBC they announced some of the fights 6 weeks out and shit. So
oh
I take
yeah, they
account
did.
what my boy L Dub tell me for sure, and then I definitely do. I'm a big PBC fan for sure, so I definitely I definitely understand the business as far as that shit too. But I know
I ain't
knockout. He was saying earlier, like, no, salute to knockout, man. He was, saying earlier that it makes sense to just go ahead and try to just go ahead and announce that shit, man. Announce the shit now to where y'all can get the build up and shit. What y'all waiting for, man? Tank's the big money man, for y'all. Like he's the main guy for PBC. So, I mean, I understand that other factor for us. They ain't trying to interrupt, the process for us. Pacquiao and Barrios, as far as they don't want to blow them out of the water and stuff. They want them to get their ticket sales and get they build up and everything right for that fight in particular coming up in the next 3 weeks. But in particular,
That's what
you
I
got
was
to
just
get
gonna
this fight
say.
announced up, man. You got to get this fight announced up, man. We you know what I'm saying? Because once they announce Tank and Roach rematch, like officially and stuff,
It
like the
could be,
whole
bro.
fucking world gonna go crazy when he
I,
do that shit.
It
but
could
I
be.
think it's gonna.
Listen.
I don't think
Everybody
they really.
knows. Everybody knows when it's gonna be anyway. So why not give it 6 weeks and not shit on Barrios and Pac? It's
Yeah,
a
give
big
it
fight
six
for the
weeks because
PBC.
you got to think about it. Every Tank fight usually almost sells out the first day or
Mm-hmm.
the that week.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't really need 8 weeks to promote it,
You
but you
don't.
do need to have. I think it'll be smarter for them if this is the last Bud press conference for now. That's coming on the 27th. Wait,
Yeah,
wait until that, and
There's a
then
reason he
start it
spaced
Friday.
them out weird like
I
that
get,
too.
I get what Don is saying, and I get what Cam is saying. Like Cam wants it to be built. And I feel that because people want to see Tank right on stage. People want to see Tank and Roach go at it on stage. So I get that build up, and I get what Don is saying as well. This fight is already built, right? It's already huge. People are gonna watch it either way if the fight is announced late or not. At this
I'm
point,
going.
at this point, the only thing is
I'm giving
for
my
them to
ticket.
announce it and for people, to buy their plane tickets and head out. That's it.
If
Like
you
it's
smart, you
already
should have bought
built.
your plane
It's
ticket
already
before,
built.
and then you could change your plane ticket.
Yeah. So it's
I
built,
bought shit.
already
I bought my
big.
shit, and I bought mine in May.
I hear
Them
you,
doing
Ty.
like promotional stops is like icing on the cake, and that's about it.
I hear you, Ty. So what? So Shakur ain't supposed to come over to Tank where Tank's at? That's exactly what he's supposed to do. I don't give a fuck what judges do. They need to fucking Shakur needs to do what he needs to do to get that fight if he wants to keep talking about it.
He's just
For
gonna keep
real.
talking about it.
You know what I mean?
Dead ass. Like, for real, bro. Like, if you
No,
that
because
gone,
I said Shakur will beat Tank 10-2. That's what you guys think, right? Easy work. Get your ass over to the PBC. I don't want Tank to go. Tank don't gotta go nowhere. Tank is the fucking. He's to any man on the planet. They gotta do what he wants them to do. That's how this sport works.
I mean, this is the Barrios presser.
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
probably
It's got to be
I
soon.
think they're done with pressures probably up until the fight week now because
What is it?
they
Next
did a
month?
couple of them already.
July
Yep,
14th.
July
When is the fight?
19th, July
July 8th,
19th,
19th.
July yeah, July 19th is that day is packed, man. You got Usyk, DeBron that day, then you got Bam Rodriguez versus
Crazy.
Kung that day. Then
Boxing
you
is
got
on fire,
Pacquiao
bro.
and Barrios on that day, man. July 19th is lit that fucking day, bro.
Yeah.
That's what I thought too, Jab Queen. I thought they'll wait
Who
till
y'all
after
got
the
in that
Barrios
fight?
thing.
Barrios or man?
Barrios. Barrios better win that fight. He
I mean,
better
if,
win.
if if Barrios lose, I'm gonna be so disappointed, man.
Yeah, bro. He better knock that old man out too. Matter of fact, put the fucking put them shits on his old ass. He wants to come out here and fucking recapture. Show him what it is. Introduce him back to Jinky and eating that rice pudding. Beat his bitch
For
ass. That's what
real.
I would do.
This
But
should be like
money talks, bro. This is
this
an
is
evil
like a
game. This is a dirty,
80-20
dirty
fight
game.
to me, Barrios. To be honest,
Fucking boy, get paid, yo, bro. Here, we need this Floyd. We need Floyd Maypack too. That's a big time fight. Here, Barrios. Here's 10 million, 20 million. What do you need to take a dive? What do you need to make this next fight go through for us, buddy? That's what this game is. This is a dirty, dirty game. All right.
Man, Barrios, man. I want to see Barrios get Pac Man out of there, man. Pac
Yes,
Man, you
that,
want to be
bro.
in there? Get him out of there, man.
Arena,
You know what I'm saying? Get him out of
get
there
him out of there.
and,
Fuck.
and show that man that he should be up in this business, man, right now. You know what I mean? You got like Pac Man, like Barrios got to defend that title, man, and really hold it down.
Indeed, bro. Indeed. Yo, I gotta run out of here. I got work at 4 a.m. and shit. So
Yeah, man, I'm gonna go ahead and end it right now, man, for sure. Cause my brother knockout about to go live, so I definitely gotta show respect to brother for sure, man. Appreciate
oh,
you,
no doubt.
D1. Appreciate you, Teach always, man. My brothers
Man, I
all right,
appreciate
have a
you,
good
dog.
one.
Thanks for having me, bro. Be good, be safe.
for sure, always,
Peace.
man. Appreciate everyone, man, for sure tonight, man. This was a fire ass show tonight, man, for sure. Man, appreciate y'all always, for real talk, for real. And tonight was lit. Now you already know we here every Wednesday, 6:30 p.m., man, Eastern time. Every Wednesday. Sorry but not sorry, Boxing Talk Wednesdays. And make sure y'all go tap in with my brother Knockout Boxing 86 TV. You about to go on now, man. And make sure if y'all watch this on the replay, like and comment on the replay for sure, man. And if you ain't subscribed, subscribe to CamJ Network, man. Support the grind, man. We working out here, man. This was another banger, man. Sorry but not sorry. Boxing Talk from CamJ Network, man. We lit every Wednesday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern time every Wednesday. So tap in with us, man. Knockout Boxing 86 about to go on. And we out of here. You heard? Salute to everyone, man. Love y'all.